Okay, so here's the setup. It's not quite done yet, but it's getting there. I gotta still find a way to bury the coax here under the ground. Right now it's coming out of my window, but eventually I'll figure out a way to snake it underneath the ground where maybe put in some conduit or something and keep it nice and dry. But what I did, real simple, simply just put an S9 31 foot antenna here. Goes all the way down here, and I have it on a little support down at the end there. Comes down. The coax goes into a 1-to-1 air choke to prevent RF coming back into the shack. And I have a 4-to-1 UN, which is sold by LDG, that HRO sold with this antenna. So it works pretty well. Only problem I have with it is it's limited to 200 watts, so I'm going to have to probably come up with another solution for that. But so far it's been working great, as long as it's standard the wattage rating. So right here is a 1 1/4 inch pipe threaded, and I just did a 90-degree elbow here and put a little pin, drilled a pin through to lock it in place, and I have the other pin right here, and basically just threaded it in far enough to where it was secure. And then I'm going to come back out here, and with one hand I can actually take this antenna off the support here and see if I can do this while I'm recording, and just run it up with my hand here. I'll watch the eave. And see if I can do this while threading it here. Sorry for the shaking. See if I can do this with me. That's threaded in, locked, and in place. So then all I have to do is, eventually I'll probably leave this hooked up. I'll just find out a solution to keep that in place. Better lock that in, and I'm good to go. I do try to keep the feed antenna off away from the metal, but so that's why it's sticking out a little ways. But works really well. Get a good SWR and everything. For my ground radials, I have it coming down off this side, down here into a 8-foot grounding rod, which I'm going to eventually put a radial plate in, but I was kind of running out of money, so I figured I'd just wait off on that. For my ground radials, I took apart Cat 5 cable, which seems to work pretty well. It was cheap and easy to do. I just the only bummer part was trying to unwind it. That was the only big pain, but wasn't too much of a problem. So I have that going out, and I used garden staples to staple it into the grass. So you can't really even see them in the grass unless you look really, really hard. Kind of letting the grass grow and letting it suck, because the grass will eventually suck it down. So won't have to worry about mowing or anything like that. And those ground radials go past the fence and even into the front yard. So they're about 63 feet each radial. So, and I have a couple of them going out this direction also. So as you go along here, I'll give you a final shot of the antenna as it's is in its working position here, and that's pretty much it. So if you have any questions, just leave some comments. This is KD6 LDA saying 73s.